Welcome to Abilene Christian University in Abilene, Texas, about 200 miles west of Dallas. There's a little bit of an excitement here tonight. We're on TV, well, not just me, but 5,000 of my fellow students. Plus, I think most of the town of Abilene. It's part of the NCAA Division II television package that's broadcast on CBS College Sports. This is the first ever nationally televised game from Shotwell Stadium, and we're ready. We have fundraising activities for the NCAA Division II Make-A-Wish Foundation. It's also Military Appreciation Night. If you're seeing too much purple, do not adjust your television. It's part of Abilene Christian's Purple Out promotion. And oh, by the way, there's a little football game going on between a couple of teams rated in the nation's top 5. The Abilene Christian Wildcats and the Northwest Missouri State Bearcats.
We're entering into our 4th year of our agreement with CBS. In our first 3 years of the agreement, we did approximately 70 different institutions and 35 different games. We hit every conference, so every conference has had at least one football or men's basketball or women's basketball national broadcast.
We're coming out of the chute with a Lone Star showdown tonight from Tarleton State University. On a cold, rainy night in south central Nebraska, the fans have turned out to Cope Stadium in droves.
The Division II football game of the week featuring number 2 Northwest Missouri State and number 5 Abilene Christian here in Texas.
Being on national television is a big deal for any school to get that type of exposure, especially at the Division II level. And we're just very honored to be able to host Northwest Missouri State, another great football program, and to have a great crowd to be able to stay here and enjoy it.
This is a really good atmosphere because I transferred from the Division I, and we're doing it bigger now than we did when I was there.
This is wild. This is crazy.
ACU deserves it because we work really hard. Our football team works so hard.
There's a lot of pride that exists within Division II. Hopefully CBS is seeing that when they're on campus.
Any school likes any kind of exposure, and of course the football perspective is great for recruiting. And my family lives out of state, so they can watch.
We're so excited, we're all painted up. We're here. We're Wildcats. You know, number 1, baby, going all the way.
On the sideline and cheer on our team and have such a big fan support behind us.
Ready to infect Elvis, ready to track Elvis, and infect Elvis, roll Elvis, track Elvis.
The broadcast team knows that it's important for us to talk about the balance that exists in Division II, the balance between high-level competition, academic excellence. We run Division II features.
We're like a family here. And it's so homey, you feel like you're at home. You don't feel like you're at school.
In a remote corner of northwest Nebraska, Chadron State running back Danny Woodhead stands on the verge of completing the most prolific statistical career in college football history.
One of the principles of the Division II schools is to encourage student athletes to be good citizens and leaders in their community. This has led to fundraising efforts at schools across the nation. Over the past 5 years, D2 student athletes have raised over $750,000 for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. The excitement of the national TV game is a perfect opportunity to add to those numbers.
As Division II student athletes, it's important for us to come together as community, and tonight we're coming together for a 3-year-old Tatum. She has leukemia, and she's a part of our Make-A-Wish Foundation. And tonight, as we come to this football game, we are supporting her by giving donations to her family. Another
Division II foundation is to make an impact in the local community. In Abilene, that meant an invitation to the 5,000 men and women from the Dyess Air Force Base.
Dyess Air Force Base and the Abilene community have a great working relationship. Tonight's Military Appreciation Night put on by Abilene Christian is just a great example of what the community reaches out and does for us.
Community engagement is really important to us as Division II schools because we're so integrated into our communities. Most of the time it's smaller communities, and so Division II schools really try to emphasize events and things around athletics in which to rally support and to invite people onto campus and just get a feel for what intercollegiate athletics is like at the Division II level.
This is one of the most awesome things I've seen a community do for the military since I've been in 19 years, actually.
It is a game that's dedicated to not just showing two teams playing against each other. and high-level competition, but also a game where the people watching will learn more about Division II.
One more story from Abilene Christian. This one happened way back in 1976, but on the very same Shotwell Stadium field that ACU plays on today. The Wildcats were not even a member of the NCAA. Junior place kicker Ova Johansson kicked the longest field goal in football history, longer than any high school, college, or even professional player. The kick was good from 69 yards. 1976 was Ova's first and only college football season, and his NFL career lasted only 2 games. But his record field goal has stood for 42 years and counting. NCAA on Campus will be right back.